API testing focuses on the service layer of software applications. It aims to validate that the application programming interfaces, or APIs, work correctly, reliably, and meet the expected business requirements. APIs allow different software systems to communicate and exchange data. Testing ensures these interactions function without errors and behave as intended. API testing verifies the functionality of the services behind the scenes, unlike user interface testing, which checks the appearance. It directly tests the endpoints where services are available. This ensures the API performs the requested operations correctly and data exchanged is accurate. Proper API testing is essential for reliable software. There are several types of API testing. REST API testing focuses on testing representational state transfer web services. SOAP API testing deals with simple object access protocol services. Contract testing validates that the request and response formats conform to agreed standards. Performance validation checks the speed and stability, while service integration testing ensures multiple APIs work together seamlessly. A common type of API test is for res-TFL services. This test sends a GET request to a user endpoint and verifies the response status code is 200, meaning success. It also checks if the response contains the correct user identification data. Such tests confirm the API responds correctly to requests. SOAP APIs use XML for messaging. Testing these requires sending a properly formatted XML payload to the service endpoint. In this example, a POST request is made with the XML message specifying the operation to get user information. The correct headers, like content type, are essential for the service to understand the request. Contract testing ensures that APIs adhere to agreed request and response structures or schemas. This protects against unexpected changes that may cause failures. By validating the structure of the data against a defined schema, testers confirm that APIs provide data in expected formats, improving reliability and compatibility. Performance testing verifies that APIs respond within acceptable time limits under different conditions. Measuring the time taken for an API call helps identify any delays or bottlenecks. This example records the time before and after making a request and asserts that the response time is less than 2 seconds, ensuring good performance. Service integration testing checks how multiple APIs work together. It verifies that combined services function correctly when called in sequence or in coordination. For example, one API may request data from another, and the result is merged and returned. This testing confirms the entire workflow between services. Common interview questions include: what is the difference between REST and SOAP APIs? How do you validate the structure of API responses? What are typical performance benchmarks for APIs? And how do you handle authentication and security in API tests? Understanding these topics is essential for effective API testing. To prepare, focus on understanding the fundamental concepts of REST and SOAP APIs. Practice sending requests and validating responses using tools or code. Learn how to validate data schemas and familiarize yourself with performance testing basics. Understanding these areas will build confidence for API testing interviews.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.